Ever wondered why a penalty kicker misses in a packed stadium but scores easily in an empty one? It's not nerves, it's not skill, it's noise. Today I'm breaking down how something as simple as crowd noise can actually change the outcome of a penalty kick. By the end, you'll never watch a penalty the same way again. Let's start with the basics. A penalty kick is a free shot at goal from just 12 yards away. No defenders, just the kicker and the goalkeeper. Sounds simple, right? It's not, because the second that whistle blows, 60,000 people start screaming, and that noise does something to the human brain that most fans never think about. Here's the science. Loud, chaotic noise raises stress hormones almost instantly. Heart rate spikes, hands get shaky. Vision actually narrows under pressure. It's called tunnel vision. So a kicker isn't just facing a goalkeeper, he's fighting his own body. Now here's where it gets interesting. Studies on penalty shootouts show something wild. Players who take longer than 1 second to start their run-up miss way more often. Why? Because hesitation means the brain is listening to the crowd instead of trusting instinct. That 1 extra second? It can cost a World Cup, but crowd noise doesn't just affect the kicker, it affects the goalkeeper too, and this part is honestly underrated. Goalkeepers use tiny sound cues to read a kicker, the sound of studs hitting grass, breathing patterns, even sudden silence right before contact. In a loud stadium, all of that disappears, so keepers are forced to guess earlier and guess wrong more often. That's one reason home teams score more penalties. It's not just home advantage as a vague idea, it's a measurable sound advantage. Now let's talk about something even weirder: silence. Sometimes crowds don't boo, they go quiet, dead quiet. And weirdly, that can be even more intimidating than screaming. Silence creates pressure because the kicker knows everyone is watching and waiting for them to fail. Ever notice commentators say, "You could hear a pin drop before a big penalty"? That's not just a phrase. That silence is doing real psychological damage. Let's bring in a real-world example. Think about a World Cup penalty shootout. Two players, same skill level, same technique. One takes his kick in a stadium roaring against him. The other takes his kick with fans cheering him on. Even with identical ability, their success rates are statistically different. Same foot, same ball, same distance, different outcome. That's how powerful sound really is. And here's a stat that surprises almost everyone. Some studies show away team penalty success rates in shootouts can drop by noticeable margins compared to home team success rates. Same rules, same pressure moment, just different noise levels. Football commentators love saying penalties are a lottery, but that's not fully true. Penalties are a psychology test wearing a football jersey. Now here's a fun twist. Some players actually use crowd noise to their advantage. Certain elite penalty takers train themselves to slow their heartbeat, block distractions, and stick to the exact same routine every single time. Same number of steps, same breathing pattern, same eye contact with the goalkeeper. It's basically muscle memory fighting against chaos. That's why some players look eerily calm in deafening stadiums. They're not ignoring the noise. They've trained their brain to treat noise as background, not danger. So next time you watch a World Cup penalty and the crowd is roaring like a hurricane, you're not just watching football. You're watching a mental battle between instinct and pressure played out in front of thousands of screaming voices. Quick recap: crowd noise raises stress, kills split-second decision-making, blocks a goalkeeper's sound cues, and can shift shootout success rates in real measurable ways. Sometimes silence hits even harder than noise, so the next time a player steps up for a penalty, don't just watch his feet, watch the crowd, because sometimes the stadium takes the shot before the player even does. If this made you see penalties differently, hit subscribe, because we're breaking down the hidden psychology of football, one myth at a time.